Shame is a strong emotion that continues to flourish and deepen over time for people who have survived childhood sexual abuse. It inhibits recovery, hinders self-acceptance, and can cause someone to lash out in an effort to deal with the trauma of sexual assault or hide it. You don't have to carry around the guilt of what happened to you as a youngster. You can get over your bad emotions and lead the life you deserve. In this video, we will discuss top 10 ways that might help you overcome shame. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. What is shame? Shame is a terrible, crippling emotion that results from a poor, harsh assessment of oneself. Shame encompasses your fundamental worth as a person, in contrast to guilt sentiments, which result from one's behavior. Deep humiliation may set up the sympathetic nervous system, which results in a fight, flight, freeze response. Internalized shame that lasts for a long time might affect your ability to function in life and your perception of yourself. Or it might linger just below your level of awareness and only surface when provoked. What causes toxic shame? If either or both of our parents were plagued by guilt, their self-perception and how they treated us left a bitter legacy for us. Because they rely their identity in part on how their parents react to them, children are particularly susceptible to shame. Shame is a natural result of your traumatic experiences if you were raised in a dysfunctional household that was abusive, domineering, or otherwise neglected. If you were abused or disregarded, how could you not feel ashamed? Some of the main offenders when it comes to reasons of shame include child abuse, either physical or psychological. Parents who were distant. Early experiences of feeling invisible or unimportant. Constant rejection and criticism from bosses, teachers, and other authority figures. Traumatizing incidents like rape, incest, and other sexual assaults. If your parents or other trusted people are unable to support you or show you love, something must be wrong with you. We start to perceive ourselves in this way when we are made to feel unworthy, insufficient, and unlovable. Now let us take a look at the 10 ways that might help you overcome shame. Number 1. Try expressive writing. Numerous studies demonstrate how writing can help people recover from trauma. Expressive writing can help you if you're working to overcome the shame associated with your trauma. Leading authority on trauma and therapeutic writing, James D. Pennebaker, is dissected by Louise DeSalvo in her book Writing as a Way of Healing. She says, by writing, we examine, evaluate, and revise our past. As we uncover deeper and more complicated truths, what we thought occurred and what we believed happened to us alters and changes. Not that we try to downplay our experiences in our work. Instead, we employ it to change our viewpoint. Number 2. Create positive affirmations. Self-check-ins on a regular basis can aid in overcoming shame. Every time you have a bad thought, stop, take a deep breath, and counter it with a good one. Cognitive distortions are common among people who experience toxic guilt. These are unreasonable or excessive cognitive patterns that contribute to unfavorable emotions like despair and anxiety. The greatest method to stop having persistently bad thoughts is to alter the way you think. Make a list of 5 or 10 encouraging statements that you can recall whenever an unfavorable or detrimental thought enters your head. You can say to yourself, "I'm doing my best," if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm so stupid." At first, it might seem absurd, but with time, it can actually be effective. Number 3. Increase sexual knowledge. Many survivors might link the trauma of their initial sexual encounters to their feelings of shame. You can overcome the guilt and discover its sources by learning more about sexual health and about your own sexual preferences. You'll be able to locate any areas where you might still require assistance. It might be helpful to read a book like Wendy Maltz's The Sexual Healing Journey or Emily Nagoski's Come As You Are. Number 4. Meditate. Being alone with your thoughts can be overwhelming, particularly if they are primarily depressing and shame-inducing. You learn to observe your thoughts objectively through meditation. You're merely observing them and going on. You're not trying to combat, fight, or turn them off. With practice, you may be able to use this to your advantage when feelings of guilt enter your mind even while you are not meditating. There are numerous meditation apps, courses, and online guides available. The Headspace or Calm apps are a wonderful place to start. Number 5. Forgive. Talking about forgiveness with someone who has experienced the trauma of childhood sexual abuse can be challenging. There are many other emotions that it might evoke, but anger and dread are two that frequently come to mind. Anger that forgiving will somehow imply that what happened to you was good, and fear that if you forgive your attacker, they will never realize how much hurt they caused. But you must ask for pardon. It enables you to let go of any guilt associated with what transpired. It enables you to perceive the potential for peace for yourself and to liberate your thoughts and energy. Number 6. Educate yourself. Misinformation may cause some shame to grow. You might think that what occurred to you was your fault in some way or have been informed that it was. Because their bodies responded to the abuse by becoming aroused or experiencing pleasure, some survivors experience shame. Others feel guilty because their fight, flight, or freeze response prevented them from retaliating against the offender. No matter where it comes from or why you feel ashamed, educating yourself can help you overcome it. You may come to understand that others have experienced similar reactions, and that your body and brain were simply trying to protect you. You shouldn't feel guilty for taking the best possible precautions to protect yourself. Number 7. Have compassion and self-compassion. Self-compassion is a tough concept for many people. You can find it challenging to love yourself if you experience extreme shame. By practicing compassion for others, one can grow more at ease with self-compassion. You can start to feel generous towards yourself as you seize opportunities to be of assistance, sympathy, and support to your friends, family, and coworkers. The next time you have a shameful idea, consider what you would say to a close friend if they admitted to saying it about themselves. By approaching it in that manner, you could discover methods to be kinder to yourself in addition to reaping the rewards of being kinder to everyone else. Number 8. Practice awareness. Awareness is one of the Unique Foundation's 5 strategies to reclaim hope. Being physically and emotionally present in the moment is the simplest definition of awareness. Shame that is following you from your past has no place while you are living in the now. In order to deal with your feelings if you find yourself being drawn into the past, you can utilize a grounding technique to bring yourself back to the present. Number 9. Cultivate emotional intelligence. Being aware of your emotions, especially while interacting with others, is a sign of emotional intelligence. Being emotionally intelligent enables you to have greater empathy and sympathy. If you're avoiding your own feelings, it could be more difficult for you to empathize with someone else. You'll be able to see your shame for what it is and resist giving in to its negative effects if you have higher self-awareness. Number 10. Work through anger. Shame and rage frequently go hand in hand. Someone who is battling with feelings of humiliation may become enraged and attack others. Although it is a means to conceal, doing so is not a healthy coping mechanism for shame. Take a moment to pause the next time you feel furious and consider what caused it. What feeling underlies the anger? Is it anxiety, self-doubt, vulnerability? Determine whether you are using your anger to defend yourself, and if so, discover a more healthy method to handle those intense feelings. Contact a qualified therapist right away if you feel like your shame is pushing you to hurt yourself or others. You can develop a fresh perspective and a fresh way of life devoid of toxic shame. Starting now at this moment. Don't allow shame to ruin another second of your life. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.